Hello everyone and welcome to another Halloween Season review. Today I'm going to be showing you and reviewing this game, Dungeon Drop. It's brought to us by Phase Shift and this particular copy Game Right as well. Instant Dungeon, infinite possibilities. I love it. It is a very kind of unique game box when compared to many of the other games that you may get, as it is a cube, which is really awesome. I really like the box that it comes in. It's got this nice, shine on some of the things. For 1 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, about 20 minutes. It can be a very, very quick game. And let's go ahead and show you what comes in the box and some of my thoughts. I love the attention to detail as well. You look at this box, it's just beautiful. You look in the inside of the top. So this goes, this is the cover of the box. Really, really cool. And it goes on top of the box just like this. As you can see, you got the artwork, fun artwork all around. Really, really cool. So what are you going to get in the box? You are actually going to get quite a bit. In here, you'll see a bunch of these smaller size cubes and one huge size cube, which represents the dragon of the dungeon, that red one down there. And so you got a bunch of small cubes. You also have a bunch of these larger cubes. As you can see, there's a variety, and we'll talk about kind of what those different things are. You have some cardboard tokens to keep track of, keep track of who goes first, second, third, fourth, player order for each round. There's a tracker card here that's double-sided for the teamwork mode, which I think the wording of that is a little interesting. It makes it sound like it's like a co-op mode or something, but it's not. I'll explain that. The solo spelunker is for the solo mode, helping keep track of some things there. And I just want to kind of review this as I go. The components are great. The cards, good quality. The cardboard components are great. You also have some little wooden meeples for this teamwork mode. We have a nice rule set here. The rules are decent. It's not amazing, but the game is pretty simple, so it's not going to take much. The only thing with like the rules and everything is there is a solo mode with this, which is really cool, and that they have solo components as well with it, with some of these special cubes and this little black cube for represent the stairs. These other tokens are for the teamwork mode, these ones here. But anyway, my one thing with the solo mode is this copy of the game at least didn't have copy of the solo rules. There's kind of an intro and showing you what the components are, but you need to go download the rules from their website. So that's kind of a bummer that you have to kind of go get it separately, and then, print it out or whatever. And I haven't done that yet to do, to put it in the box. So I do wish that it had the solo rules within it, but it is available. It's online, and it's really cool that there is that option. It comes with player aids as well. So, very, very simple. On your turn, you're going to draw some cubes without looking at them and drop them into the dungeon. Depending on your player count, you're going to activate either your race or class ability, and then you form a room and collect the cubes. Very, very simple gameplay. Player aid to remind you what the different cubes are, what they represent. And so what else do you have here? Well, you have secret quests. So game setup, very, very simple. I'm going to actually show you that right now. The first thing you want to do is you're going to take all the small cubes and the large dragon cube, and you're going to put them in this box or, bag, whatever you have. You're going to shake them all up. And from 6 to, 8 inches, you're going to kind of drop those out of the box. And you're going to set up your dungeon, okay? As you can see here, you got them spread out all over. And that's the game setup. Very simple. Then you got to come to your players. Everyone's going to be dealt one of these secret quest cards face down. And so you're going to keep this secret. And what it does is it gives you kind of a unique scoring for the different gems. So there are gems of the different colors here. So this person, Sage's Stand, they'll get 3. So the white cubes for them, they're going to be wanting to look to see if they can grab those kind of translucent white cubes. Are 3 points. And then these are 2, and the blue ones are worth 1. If you end the game with 3 or more health, you'll also score 6. So they're going to want to kind of keep their distance from these goblins and trolls and try to not take any damage, right? So there are quite a few different secret quest cards, which is awesome. They give variability to the game, and once again, you're not exactly sure what other people are going to be doing, and it gives a lot of that kind of, I like that unique kind of goal set. So secret quest cards. And then what's really cool is in this game, each player is going to have these different cards here. So you're going to pick a character and then a class, and there's a good chunk of cards that you'll be able to get and choose from here. All right, so sorry about that. I had a quick phone call. So yeah, like I was saying, we have you can do drafts with these, or with the kids, they usually just have them choose, or you can do random. So usually just kind of randomize these, deal out 1 to each player. We just do random cut here. So you may have a Draglinkin Rope Master, which is pretty cool. This little dragon guy, he has quite a bit of health compared to others in this game. And they all have a special kind of ability that goes with it. So, he's got this Titan Tongue, move a huge monster anywhere in the dungeon. And that's pretty cool. If we look at this here, you can see our huge monster here is the dragon. So he's able to move that cube anywhere he wants in the dungeon. And that can be pretty powerful because if we look to our player aid here, whenever you're going to collect cubes, if you choose a room with monster, you're going to take that monster and it's going to deal damage to you. Those little green ones are going to be worth 1 health. The trolls, which are in the large cubes, would be -2 health, but they're going to score you 2 points at the end of the game. And the dragon is -8 health. Now you can tell here, even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he only has 6 health. How on earth are you supposed to get the dragon? Well, there's something called a magic shield. And the magic shield you can remove from your stash, meaning you've already collected it. You can remove it to ignore health loss from 1 monster, allowing you to take either one of these without any health loss. So again, getting that dragon worth 8 points is really, really big. Some of the other cubes I'm going to talk about while I have this here. The health potion, the small ones, you can use that to uncover 1 health, basically heal yourself. Gold is always going to be 1 point. So you can see a bunch of little gold cubes out there. The keys, we have chests that you will roll at the end if it's paired with a key, which are the little orange cubes. So, that thematic element of finding chests and then finding the keys, very cool. And gems scored based on your quest card. So those are the different ones that we're looking at. And if we look at our player turn, we explore first. So if we're playing, a 4-player game, we're going to draw 3 cubes and drop those. Or if we're playing with 2 players, 6 cubes, etc. So, I have this set up here. Let's say this was my character. We can take this box here, take all these large cubes, put them in there, get them a good shake. And reach in here without looking and pull out 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. Let's say we're playing, a 3-player game. Pull out these cubes. I'm not going to look at them. I shouldn't have looked at them, okay? And then we're going to drop them somewhere in the dungeon. So you may be thinking, okay, I want to put these in somewhere I want to go or whatever, but I'm going to just pick a location and we're going to drop those down, okay? Now, we saw a chest come out, and I'll show you again the other cubes that are in here. You don't want these visible. Everyone's just going to kind of secretly grab those. But you can see there's the chest that we've talked about. There's some more gray cubes, which we haven't talked about yet, but those are pillars and key to the game here. Some more gold, and there's another magic shield. But I noticed one of those magic shields came out. Okay, so, grabbing a magic shield early in the game is really, really good, really beneficial, because that means, hey, we can get that dragon. Plus, if we're playing with this guy, we'll be able to manipulate the dragon, maybe move the dragon into a spot. If we have the magic shield, we don't have to worry about people trying to take things in that specific room in the dungeon if there's something that we really want, because no one's going to be able to take it or else they're going to die. So very, very cool there. And so after you've dropped the cubes, then you're going to go to the act. And so I look at my abilities and I say, okay, do I want to move a huge monster? I might want to, I may not. Or I could grapple with my rope master ability, remove 1 treasure in your stash from the game to redrop 1 pillar, collect the treasure closest to it. So pretty cool. What that would mean, I mean, first turn doesn't really do anything, right? I don't have any treasure in my stash right now. But later on, let's say, I had a treasure. Let's say I had a gold here. Just remove it from the game completely. Goes out of play. And then I would be able to drop a pillar. Pillars are very, very important in this game because that's how you set up the rooms, okay? So let's say I chose not to do that, but... well, we can do that. Let's... well, you have to remove 1 to be able to do it, so we can't actually do it. But if I could, what does it mean? You'd redrop a pillar, collect the closest treasure. That's kind of nice. So what that would mean is pillars are the gray ones, so I'd pick that up. I'd give it a drop here. And then I would look and see what's the closest treasure. It may be probably this white one or that gold one. Probably the white one. So then I would just simply collect it and it would go into my stash, which if you remember, I didn't actually have that. The one quest that I was looking at, was 3 points for white, which would be awesome. So after you do your ability, then you come up and you form the room with 3 pillars, okay? And I've been eyeing that shield, right? So I want to see, can I get a room with the shield in it? And I think I can, right? We have this pillar, 1, 2, 3. And anything within that area or touching those lines, I'm going to be able to collect and pull into my stash. I really think that's what I want to do. Okay, so then you look at the room here and say, okay, we have those 3 points. It could be debatable. I am going to be doing a review after this video showing you some of the really cool, kind of give you a sneak peek, really cool add-ons that you can get with this game, including a dungeon mat, some walls to keep the cubes from going all over the place. There's bags, all these cool things. One of the things that you can get is this little guy, which is really cool because you can stretch it along the path to see the cubes better. But I'll show you some of the other special add-ons you can get in a follow-up video. So let's go ahead here. Let's say, I don't think that's necessarily in the room. This key is really borderline too. But I definitely am going to get this shield, this little blue guy, and a health potion, one of the little purple cubes as well. Okay, so those would go into my stash. Now, after everyone's taken a turn we're going to look at the weight. You're just simply going to count how many treasure or items that you have in your stash. Whoever has the least amount is going to get the initiative, the first player marker, and so on. So whoever has the second least would go second. So it's kind of, helps balance things a little bit, which I think works well. I think that works good. So from there, you play 3 rounds. So everyone's going to do that. You're going to get more and more cubes as everyone draws and puts more cubes in there. And basically, you're going to use up all of these different cubes throughout the game. And that is Dungeon Drop. Really, really fun, really simple kind of idea. Some of the powers in here, really cool. Redrop all treasure of one color. So you can kind of, if you're trying to do that, you can pick them all up. Maybe you can drop them and hopefully get them in, a certain location. There's some where you flicking cubes and different things like that. So very nice replayability with all the different hero types, the different classes. That kind of provides a unique aspect. But then it's just kind of that, the dropping and then figuring out what is the best room and how do I best utilize my abilities to match my hero, my special quest to get the most points. And again, any treasure chests that you have at the end of the game, for every key that you have, you can then roll those and get that, a 6, nice, 6 points. And whoever has the most points, after they reveal this and add up all their points from their cubes, their gold, and all that, whoever has the most points is the winner. Dungeon Drop, very, very cool. There is a teamwork mode, which is, it suggests that you play with after you've played for a while. Everyone has their meeple, and basically it's kind of cool because as everyone else is deciding, so when green's deciding what room, I could be thinking it encourages player interaction during the other player's turn. So I can be thinking, you know what? I think if I were green, I would totally take, this room, whatever it is. So you place your meeple there, and what that does is basically you want to try to guess what room they're going to go in before they select the room. Because if you do, and you do it collectively, you're going to get teamwork points. And you get to move your icon, you have your little icon matching yours, you're going to get a point for it. So every single time you successfully guess what your opponents are going to do, you're going to get points from it. So it encourages people to pay attention, to kind of think like the other players. And one of the cool things about that as well is it also puts kind of a time element, right? If I'm thinking beforehand, okay, what room do I want? If I'm quick about it and I select a room, no one else had a chance to guess the room. I'm, limiting their ability to get points. If I take forever and I'm thinking, other players are going to place their things out, and it's interesting because you might think, oh, actually, that is really good. That is a good spot. I do want to go there. I didn't think about that. So again, I think that's the teamwork title where that comes from is, hey, that's actually good. Thanks. But you're also giving them a point if you choose that room. So that's cool. The solo mode, just quick mention there. Like I said, you would add some of these special cubes. You're going to try to collect these runes, I think is what they're called. Relics. And you have a staircase. In that one, you're actually going to be moving like, if you start in this room with the staircase, then you're going to be moving like adjacent. So it's like, okay, you have to go based off of 2 of the pillars of the room you were just in with another one. So you're moving from room to room, which is really, really cool concept and idea. And like I said, I wish they would have included that in here, but they are available online. Go ahead and check it out. Really have enjoyed Dungeon Drop. Very quick, simple game. It's not really heavy on dexterity, right? You're just kind of dropping things. There are some things that have flicking and different things like that, but It's not like you have to be skilled in dexterity to play this game. I know, if no one knows anything about it, they may think that. It's really about kind of that spatial recognition of seeing what's good and utilizing your abilities to match your quest and get the most points. Very, very cool. Dungeon Drop by Phase Shift and Game Right. And I was going to mention at the beginning, but I forgot there, we designed by Scott Smith. And the artwork, really, really cool, by Marilia Nascimento. Sorry, I'm sure I slaughtered that, but very, very great game, in my opinion. That is how Lou sees it. Go ahead and check out Dungeon Drop, and check out my video of some of the cool extras that you can get to go with this game. They are also, Phase Shift is planning on doing a Kickstarter, I believe, for kind of an expansion to Dungeon Drop. Very, very cool. Very excited for that as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.